Hey.
Hey.
We could still just like turn around and go north.
So that's what he always says when we have a work trip until we're like, honestly still at the airport. He's said it before. It's not too late to go back, he says. We can just stay home and not go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we are both on our way to the airport. We are both going to Texas this week for work, but we are going to different places in Texas. I am going to Odessa, Texas. That's like West Texas, to one of our field offices there. We have hired 3 new people. This was my second to last trip for work before the baby comes. So going to Odessa this week, and then I'm gonna have to probably be going to Dallas sometime in December, and then that will be my last trip.
We got flights pretty close to each other today. Hers is 3:40, mine's 4:15 or something like that.
So that's one of the perks of going the same week is, we're able to carpool down to the airport together. And then we actually got flights like that lined up coming home from Texas. So we're coming back on Friday, and we are meeting up in Houston for the last leg of the trip back to Grand Rapids. So we will find each other in the Houston airport and fly back to Michigan together. It's really quite romantic.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
So yeah, work trips, fun stuff.
I'd just gotten used to like working from home and being in my pajamas and only showering every other day.
I had a heck of a time finding clothes to pack for this trip because I haven't put on jeans in months at this point.
On the plus side, tomorrow is 1 month from when we are supposed to take possession of our house.
Woohoo!
Yeah. And we should get our appraisal back this week, so we should know
where we stand with
how
that.
that's gonna work.
Yeah. Atlas was being all mopey today when the suitcases came out. He always knows what that means, and it's not a happy time for him.
But he doesn't have to go to get boarded at Camp Bow Wow, so
yeah,
he can just stay home with Grandma and Grandpa, which I'm sure he'll enjoy more.
Yeah. He is kind of a homebody. We have that in common with our dog. Yeah, he's surprisingly sneaky when he wants to be for a dog that's like a huge klutz and like kind of acts like a horse most of the time.
The biggest example of this is he pulled a Tupperware of leftover beet, goat cheese, and
Mandarin
oranges. Yeah, slices off the counter. And there were like halved sized beets, like golf ball sized pieces of beet in there that
he swallowed them whole. And the reason that we know he swallowed them whole is because he then puked them up throughout the night, which is why we don't want him snatching stuff off the counter, but he doesn't understand that.
So I'm in Atlanta. I have this like underground walkway between terminals. It's like the Rainforest Cafe. Just realized how wrinkly my forehead is. It's no good. I made it into the hotel about, it's been like 10 last night. And then walked over and got B-dubs for dinner, so kind of moving slow this morning. It's like 8:15. My Uber's about to arrive, so nice thing is that it's gonna be like 75 degrees down here all week, so that'll be nice. So for possibly my last trip down here, I'm getting lucky and I get to drive the company Mercedes. And I'm terrified. It's funny because I always think that I would prefer driving the company like dump truck. It's like a Ford 550 or something like that with a dump on the back. And it's probably worth about the same.
So I am here at my hotel in Odessa, Texas. This is the end of Monday, which was the longest day that ever was. Flying while 6 months pregnant, do not recommend. Very uncomfortable travel. The flight itself was fine, very average flight, but something about being pregnant during it was just extremely uncomfortable. Travis is over on the other side of Texas. He got a migraine tonight, so that sucks. So he conked out about 7 p.m. I think. Was just done for the day, gonna go to bed. I got Buffalo Wild Wings for dinner, so that was fun. That's the best part about traveling for work, is that you have to eat out because we just cook normally when we're home. Next week is our 28-week appointment, which is going to be officially entering the third trimester, I believe. So that's exciting. We had to bump back the appointment. I was supposed to actually go this Friday, but because of this work trip, I pushed that back into the following week. So that'll be next week that we go to do that. Always fun to get to see the baby again. So looking forward to that. We are also then 1 week closer to moving into our house. Still feeling nervous, like something's going to go wrong. Knock on wood. But that's just me being paranoid. Mostly I should just be excited and calm down about it. So we're very excited.
So it's Wednesday night here in Texas. And it's, of course you can't see out there. It's pouring rain, thunderstorm out here. Like, yeah, there you go.
So I found out yesterday that another coworker of mine who is visiting this field office this week tested positive for COVID yesterday, and we carpooled together to the office from our hotels on Monday morning. So that was a couple days ago. It's Thursday now. So I was, in a vehicle with her, not wearing masks, and then working out of the same office. We were in different rooms, but still working out of the same office for the last 3 days. Yesterday I had a headache and I have a little bit of a runny nose. I don't feel sick necessarily, but those are symptoms, and I am pregnant, and I feel like I just need to know. One, I don't want to continue going into the office if I'm positive and expose other coworkers. Two, I don't know what I'm gonna do if I'm positive. I feel like I can't fly not knowing, which is why I'm getting tested. At least I can't, feel good about flying not knowing. But if I'm positive, I can't go home because I'm not going to be allowed to fly, and I can't drive from Texas. So I might be stuck here quarantining. So not great. I wouldn't go home anyway if I was positive, obviously, because we're currently living with my parents, and I'm not going to go home with COVID and potentially get them sick. So might be stuck here in Texas to quarantine. So that's fun. I don't know. It just sucks. I'm at the urgent care right now to get tested and see what's going on. Whew. My eyes are watering a little bit. That was my first COVID test that I've had to do this pandemic, so I didn't quite know what to expect. That's kind of unpleasant. They go way up there with that swab. Worth it though to know if it's positive. I'm heading back to the hotel to figure out what I do next. So I normally am not like really that scared of COVID. I'm, you know, a young, healthy person. My biggest fears have been getting it, not knowing that I got it, and then spreading it to somebody who's more vulnerable, you know, other coworkers or my parents or random people at the store, you know. So like those are my concerns with COVID and have been for the most part this pandemic. Obviously that has changed a little bit since becoming pregnant. When you're pregnant, the risk for severe COVID is a lot higher. So the kind of COVID that puts you in the hospital, don't want that, obviously. And also COVID during pregnancy has been linked to a higher rate of preterm birth, worse, you know, birth outcomes, and even, you know, potentially a higher risk of pregnancy loss. So that's extremely scary. And that's kind of what I'm, you know, my biggest fear with COVID right now would obviously be that, and anything related to that. Being stuck in Texas would be an inconvenience, but the biggest fear would be something happening with the baby. I just really hope I don't have COVID.
I always like panic when I'm leaving a hotel. So I've already gone through everything, and I've like packed everything as I used it this morning. Like, got out of the shower, put my travel loofah in the suitcase, brushed my teeth, put my toothpaste and toothbrush in my suitcase, checked all the drawers. I didn't put anything in the drawers. I checked the microwave. Why would I leave something in the microwave? This is the second time I'm checking the fridge. I don't see anything that I own. I'll probably still be nervous about this for about the next hour. Okay, I'm leaving now. We made it to Houston. We share our Google Maps, so I think she's here already. I'm at E10, gotta get to E15, so I'm gonna see if I can sneak up on her here. Houston Airport's actually really nice. I guess I beat her here, so it's isn't very busy here, so it's nice. She found me. That's my wife and my baby.
Hi.
We're about to land, and looks like a blizzard here. We made it back to Michigan.
I'm not faking the teeth chattering. That's real.
The car says it's 36 degrees outside. It's been 75. And of course, in pure Michigan fashion, we came home to a blizzard. First slush blizzard of the year.
It's very cold.
Yeah, let's go home.
Yeah.
Got some big old snowflakes coming down here. It's not even Thanksgiving yet.